Previously on Australia's Next Top Model,
some of you acting like you haven't seen your face before.
Jessica let her personality shine.
I feel like Miss America.
And chose Madeline to party with her and 50 Cleo bachelors.
I wasn't thinking about Jess at all. I was having way too much fun.
The girls turned on Caroline.
Caroline's really fat and ugly.
And at the photo shoot, rumours were running wild.
Was it more like slow and intimate, or was it like...
Guys! And Louise struggled again to get the shot.
But your shot took the longest to take. The feedback that we've been given has not been positive.
But in the end, it was Sophie who had the legs, but not the confidence.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm really high.
Really disappointing.
And she was sent home. 9 girls remain. Who will be eliminated tonight? Give it to the moment. I feel the change. I feel the change. Give it to the moment.
Sarah, Sophie, please step forward.
Being one of the last two, it's great fun. It's great fun. Like, I've done it 2 weeks in a row now, so I'm getting a bit annoyed.
Sarah, congratulations.
Sophie was one of my favourites. Thinking about what the week is going to be like without her is sort of a weird feeling. Sunday was a day off and we were just like, hey, let's go out, let's go do something. So we asked everyone if they'd like to join us and nobody was in the mood and they were all snappy and bitchy and pooey.
Like, it was a really bad vibe. I don't know if it's because they've got their rags.
And so Ebony, Simone and I were like, nah, we're going out. And then we just sat down and had a champagne and we talked about what was happening in the house.
I'm so sick of the vibe. I'm so glad that we're out.
Well, it's our day off. People are at home with the blinds going so dark and they're watching movies and they're like this.
Do you know what's annoying me though? Like Louise and Sarah keep making really bitchy comments about everyone. But I'm really surprised with Louise because the first time I met her, she's like, oh, we're going to be the bestest friends. And she's just got really snappy.
She said to me that the judges said to her she could kick my ass in this competition, but she's got to work for it. We're coming to the 3rd week now and so many people had fake personas coming to the house, you know, I'm so lovely, rah, rah. You know, butter wouldn't melt in my mouth and now people are starting to show their true colours.
Guys, Eric and Mel, let's go to the beach. Send us to the beach. It's time to release your inhibitions and realise all the world's a stage.
I think all of us immediately went, okay, acting task. We arrived at NIDA, which was really exciting because NIDA's one of the most prestigious acting institutions in the world.
Welcome to NIDA. I'm Mark Gale. NIDA is Australia's National Institute of Dramatic Art and some of our best actors have trained here full-time, part-time and in short courses. And that's exactly what you're going to do today, a crash course in acting. So let's go.
I was a little bit nervous and I was just excited to see what they could teach us and what I could take away from the NIDA experience.
All the student shows are actually recorded in photographs. And if you have a good look at this one here, this might be someone that you recognise. There you go.
And Judy Davis.
There you go.
It's so high calibre. I didn't expect we'd be getting anything that good.
Welcome to rehearsal room 2. What I'm going to do is take the models through a series of rehearsal room exercises and also some activities from actor training. It's the thought, it's the psychology. Actors have a very clear intention of what they're wanting to do to someone. When you're modelling, that someone is your audience. Again, whether you're acting or modelling, you need to be able to give yourself over to the moment so that it is not always contrived and pre-planned. For example, if I called out, 9 people, a tree full of monkeys, go!
He was trying to expose us to the idea of being spontaneous and going with our gut instinct and everything instead of trying to plan out, to pre-plan.
This next activity is quite challenging, but I think you're all up to it. Each of you will be an animal. Every time a new person comes into the space, they have to hunt the animal that is already in the space.
I decided to become a stalking lion, rawr, you know, that sort of thing. I had to hunt down Louise, and it was really funny because she actually didn't remember that she was actually supposed to die, so she just kept on fighting back, and she sort of had me like in a headlock, and I sort of started choking.
It was a really tangible power struggle between those two.
I chose to be a gorilla because I think gorillas have a pretty high status in the jungle, and I wanted to do the whole do.
Well, I think in the house there are some people who are more dominant than others, such as I think, you know, Ebony's one of the more dominant characters.
I played a snake. I might have to do this as a shoot. If I'm talking about my girl, give me a snake and I'll just, you know, have to do it.
There's a lion, because it's like the king of the jungle and it's superior to all other animals.
She's obviously inspired by her own hair and physical shape. So we have two very special people about to come into the room now. Cameron Knight from the Comedy Channel and Rebecca Dayunamuno. They are both impro experts. Make them welcome. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you.
I don't know actually what you did with Mark, but I'm sure it's probably a lot heavier than we're going to do. We're going to do a lot more theatre sports related games and that sort of stuff, just to sort of get you out there. So it's a lot more comical, a bit more fun, a lot lighter. Rebecca is the world champ at impro, which she won in Montreal. So she's pretty good.
As soon as I heard that, I thought, oh, this is going to be really good because, you know, they must be the best, obviously.
Okay, the things to remember about improvisation are always say yes to any idea that anyone brings to any scene, any situation.
We had one person sitting in a chair and another one being the arms, and they sort of conducted an interview with foreign arms.
So what's in my future?
What's in your future?
Are you in my future?
Do you want to be in my future?
I want to be all over your future.
Improvisation in modelling is very important because when you only have a couple of seconds to get into a mood of a character or a scene or a mood, you kind of have to really think really fast.
My breasts. I think I'm becoming a bit fertile.
That was really fun, and I think we all got a bit closer then too because we all saw each other being silly, and it was just a really good task for all of us to be in together.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed today, and I want you to go back to where you're staying and learn what we've taught you today, because very shortly you'll be performing those games to a live audience. Oh, I also have this with me. And
I hope you've waxed those sea legs. Time to have some fun on the water, model style.
Yeah! I told you my
As soon as they read the Erica mail out, I knew it. I knew like that it was sailing.
Oh,
We were strolling down the ramp and then we see these men on the boat and we're like, oh my gosh, they've brought the Cleo Bachelors.
No, look, there's boys.
I think everyone sort of just blew out of it. We're just like, who are these guys?
Hello. How are you? Oh, welcome, girls. My name's Justin Hemmes. For those of you who aren't from Sydney, I own and operate a number of hotels, bars, clubs, restaurants.
Justin Hemmes, he's really quite cute.
I think some of the girls afterwards thought he'd make a good husband, but yeah.
Sydney Harbour is without a doubt the most beautiful harbour in the world, and we're going to go and check it out and see the city from the water, and it is quite spectacular. Let's go sailing! Okay, boys, bring it on!
Cheers, guys.
Cruising around Sydney Harbour, that was a really nice experience, and I always enjoy things like that just to capture the views and scenery.
Have you got all of us in the shot?
Yeah.
You're angling, you're pointing down there.
She's a model, not a photographer.
You're pointing down.
I don't think there's many times that I've been out on a yacht with 12 girls and some influential people. So if anyone you wanted to have a few drinks around, they were the right people.
Oh, stoked. Because I've only been to Sydney, it's my first time. It was really good to see it from the water perspective, and I saw the Opera House for the first time. In the pictures, it just looked so white and just so clean, and it was kind of creamy browny colour.